And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that short break as we've returned. We've returned with the Legends show match. We were live earlier with MMA versus Dongrei Gu, and now we have another very special show match ready for you. It is going to be Oliveira versus Rogue. Let's go. Let's introduce the players.
奥利维拉。让我们以最热烈的掌声欢迎奥利维拉。
Paynon is back. He's back, Pappy. Ah, much love. Also, Funada Nish in the chat. Esther Nish, shaking my head. But here we go. We are here. We are back. We have our two legends. We have Rogue and Oliveira. Meanwhile, we do have a bit of an interview here. If you're native and if you understand Korean and Chinese, would appreciate some translations as our players are conducting the interview. Let's go.
올리베이라 선수는 약간 공격형 선수잖아요. 둘이 스타일이 완전히 다른 그런 선수인데 지금 곧 진행할 경기에서 어떤 재미있는 포인트가 있을지 한번 얘기해 주실 수 있을까요?
일단 올리베이라 선수가 피지컬이 굉장히 좋은 선수라서 지금은 어떨지 잘 모르겠지만 그래도 저도 피지컬 괜찮아가지고 재밌는 피지컬 싸움이 될 것 같아요.
首先李培南选手的操作以及实力是非常强的，但是我也不是很差，所以接下来的比赛应该会很精彩的。
哇哦，期待双方给我们带来精彩的比赛。那这边也是想采访一下奥利维拉选手，为什么不去标准组扬名立万，在这里当传奇选手？
没办法，现在其实已经退役很久了，但是最近康复了一下。对。
我听说你最近康复都赢了 Zero。
15把赢了1把也算赢了。
赢的那唯一一把，马上就截图发在群里跟我们说，我赢了 Zero。
是有这么回事啊，但是今天我们还是好兄弟嘛，因为其实我这次没带鼠标键盘，我的好兄弟毅然决然的决定把他的鼠标键盘给我了，所以我现在属于 Zero 附体了。啊，是的，我们刚刚其实看到 Zero 上台帮李培南调试了一下键鼠，因为李培南的键鼠就是问 Zero 借的。那其实最近有一个星际争霸的改动哦，就是现在飞蛇不可以拉坐下来的坦克了。你作为前职业选手，对于这个改动有什么看法呢？挺好的呀，对于人族来说肯定好啊，就赶紧加强点，玩不下去了。 是这样子的，因为你曾经在打比赛的时候就遇到这样的问题，吃过很多亏嘛。那现在他既然已经改了，考虑复出吗？现在没法回答了，现在没法回答这个问题。先把这场表演赛拿下，好不好？可以。好的，那么我们也是很期待双方给我们带来精彩的表演，来请这边呢2位选手可以就座。 好，那肉鸽选手这边先就坐一下，我们李培南选手先稍等一下。我们今天在现场给你安排了一个神秘嘉宾，他特地来现场为你加油，你猜猜他是谁？我不太知道，没告诉我这环节。我们现场的观众朋友们猜一下他是谁？让我们掌声有请艾登场。
Yo, we got IA. What's happening? I also know Pappy. Let's go.
哇，欢迎 IA。那也是曾经我们都知道，李培南在他未成年的时候，都是你带着他作为他的临时监护人，带他出国打比赛。当时我们都调侃说，你像是李培南的 父亲，然后现在看着自己的儿子已经茁壮成长，站在这么大的舞台上了，心里有什么感触跟我们分享一下？
长高了是吧？我感觉是真的长大了，真的长大了，非常欣慰啊。然后，其实我一直在关注着他的成长。我相信在座的每一个人，他不仅是我的骄傲，也是大家的骄傲，对不对？
他是我们中国星际的骄傲。好的，那其实我们星际国服回归以来多了非常多的新观众，所以要不要给我们的新观众来讲一下你和星际争霸的故事？
好。我觉得如果大家不认识我是一个好事儿，因为都是新观众，说明对。我觉得青春对于我就是星际对于我来说就是我的青春和我的这个整个的梦想。我整个的青春从20岁到30岁，全部都付诸给了星际。星际也帮我圆了我的电竞的梦想，让我有机会坐在比赛房里去打比赛，去拼搏，去战斗。但是最让我感动的，还是观众的支持，大家为了我们的去欢呼、去喝彩。然后我觉得星际一路走来其实是非常的坎坷与颠簸，就包括国服从关闭再到现在回归，再包括现在这一次比赛的一些小插曲。但是我觉得最让我感动的就是大家一直都在，特别是现在的在座的各位，还有线上的观众们，大家一直陪伴着星际。现在国服也回归了，然后会越来越好。我希望大家能够打一辈子的星际，做一辈子的朋友。谢谢大家。
哇，我们现在所有在场的以及屏幕前呢，还有我们所有星际争霸的玩家，我们对于星际的热爱从来都没有褪色过。那这边也想问一下 IA， 其实在李培南人生当中最重要的一个时刻，就是他当时卡托维兹夺冠的时刻。我们想知道那个夜晚，你也跟我们一样熬夜守在屏幕前看牛牛哥哥夺冠吗？
这个说来很惭愧，当时没有看比赛，但我觉得是因为我在打职业，我打了得有6、7年，然后我也看着李培南去奋斗了6、7年。我一直觉得有些事情我们必须得认命，我也不相信奇迹，因为我总想去成为那个打破创造奇迹的人，那我觉得不太可能。所以当时那天晚上我没有抱有任何的希望。但我醒来的时候，我发现整个中国星际都沸腾的，而我也觉得很遗憾。我觉得他真正的告诉了我们应该去相信奇迹。从那之后，我其实看了很多次这个比赛，我就回顾了一下，看第一次我看到了他夺冠，我真的觉得就是特别的高兴，特别的激动。看第二次，我会把自己带入，想象我当初我如果也有那样一天就好了。再看到后面，我觉得看到第3次，我觉得就是我们要相信每一个人都能创造奇迹，大家要为了梦想勇敢去追求，这就是我们的现实的印证。好，
哇，谢谢李培南，你也是圆了我们所有星际玩家的梦，谢谢李培南。那今天来到现场是给李培南加油的，我们带领全场一起给李培南加油一下吧。
好呀。当初李培南当时打 IEM 是一个人在海外去奋斗我也理解那种感觉，一个人漂泊异乡然后去奋斗。我们都没有机会在现场为他加油，在今天这么多观众聚集在这里，我们一起为他加油好不好？一会儿我来说 Oliveira， 然后大家说加油好不好？来，1、2、3 ，Oliveira， 加油 ，Oliveira， 加油！好，谢谢大家，
谢谢大家。
Let's go, baby. Let's go. This is like, I was gonna say so nostalgic. It's a little bit bittersweet, of course. A little bit bittersweet. Oh, we'll get into it after the interview.
안녕하세요. 팀 팔콘 소속 저그저 로그라는 아이디를 쓰고 있는 이병렬입니다.
还是挺兴奋的吧？就虽然这次不是以正赛的选手角度来参加，算是幕后或者其他台前的一种身份，不一样的感觉吧。真的是感觉没有压力，然后彻彻底底的，但是又能参与到这份活动之中吧。
와주신 분들 너무 감사드리고 뭐 이벤트 매치긴 하지만 그래도 올리베이라 선수가 되게 잘하는 선수였기 때문에 정말 재밌는 경기가 될 거라고 생각을 하고 있고 또 저도 재밌는 경기 보여드릴 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
还是挺怀念的吧，就看到这个舞台还是挺怀念的。其实，在我现役的时候还是没有到这么大的一个舞台，但是确实是，就是时间过得很快，感觉。
경기장에 오늘 처음 봤는데 되게 커가지고 되게 놀랍고 되게 재밌을 것 같고 그래도 오랜만에 이제 옛날에 같이 게임했던 형들 보니까 되게 반가웠습니다. 준비 기간이라는 딱히 없었고 그냥 올리비에라 선수가 지금은 은퇴했지만 워낙 탑급 선수였기 때문에 절대 그래도 은퇴했다고 방심하지 않고 준비 빌드 위주로 준비했던 것 같습니다.
我对这次比赛对 Rogue 选手吧，可能就感觉五五开吧。我觉得没打之前都有五五开，因为他虽然一直在打，但是听说练了也1天多，肯定还是 Zero 吧。
세랄 선수가 우승할 것 같고
他虽然有时差，但是他会是一个用自己的方式去调整状态特别快的一个选手。就是 Zero 是唯一一个可能是我职业生涯中没有赢过的一个选手。其实整体都很难忘吧。要是真的仔细回想一下，从最开始到波兰丢行李箱，然后找到了，算是可能暗示一个开头吧。然后到小组赛马上要被淘汰了，结果又打回来了，然后又从12强一路到夺冠，到现在来说都挺梦幻。但是我觉得也不能拿一直过去的事情去肯定自己吧。
아주 큰 의미가 있고 그래도 이제 인생을 거의 다 바친 게임이기 때문에 그래서 의미가 큰 것 같습니다.
算是我整个的一个青春吧。真的很多人都不打星际了，但是我知道的，当时我夺冠之后，很多人为了我可能会来82两打。我觉得星战2其实就是最好的 RTS， 在我的心里，那个这么多年了，它太领先了，感觉以后没有任何一款游戏可以超过它。
당연히 이제 계속 대회가 있었으면 좋겠고 군대를 전역하고 성적을 아직 못 내가지고 한 번 더 그 성적을 내고 그 감정을 다시 느껴보고 싶어가지고 계속 대회가 있었으면 좋겠어요.
说实话，这次在国内的这个热度能看得出来，票很快就卖光了。把这一天就当成最放松、最轻松的一天，带着期待的心情过。我也希望在场的大家和可能现在在看直播的大家，真的是越来越好。祝大家新年快乐，马到成功！
新年快乐！
Ah, GG. Oh my god. Okay, so there's so much to discuss. There's so much to talk about. Big shout out, of course, to our host, to Tutu. Shout out to Oliveira, Rogue. We have Team Potato on screen. We have F91, Shalset, and XY, of course. But I feel like it's so crucial and so important that we didn't just get Oliveira, but we got Iosono here as well. This means a lot, to be honest. For some greater context here, for those who don't know, this is a pretty major event, and very quickly to get back into it, the reason why this event is even taking place is because of the return of the Chinese server. Like, this is a big Chinese celebration, basically. A big celebration for Chinese StarCraft, bringing it together. I saw Cyan casting earlier, I saw Max said, obviously XY. The one person that I miss is Cloudy. Cloudy's not there, so it feels bad, man. I got a soft place in my heart for Cloudy. But like, they're all coming together. You know, we have Iosono, we have Oliveira, who inspired so many in the Chinese scene to compete, to improve. He garnered so many fans. As I mentioned, they even sold out tickets to the venue, to the event, to bring everyone together. I would almost say that this show match might even be more important than like the tournament matches themselves, just because it is marking the quote-unquote return of Oliveira, or at least just giving him the opportunity to be in front of everyone and to be able to perform again and speak to everyone as well. That's why I was also shocked that Iosono also showed up. He was like the player before Oliveira. It was like Jim, then Iosono, then Oliveira, when it came to like the history and the timeline of top players in China. But yeah, like it means a lot, and I bring this up just because of course, not even rumors, but what has been said in the scene. SC Boy, who organized this event, they're the casting team that we have in front of us, SC Boy. They run the event, they host the event. They did speak about how Netease, who's running this tournament, they did express interest in hosting more of these in the future, and they even spoke about how, you know, how do we bring everyone together moving forward post the end of EWC, right? Like Esports World Cup, we have confirmation StarCraft won't be there. There have been talks amongst tournament organizers about what to do moving forward, and SC Boy have said like, hey, if we can somehow like bring together like a circuit, if we can have tournaments that gather points, like there is a chance that Netease, no, I say a chance, Netease, they most likely will be behind and will be willing to run a world championship like once a year. Like if we can like organize and bring everything together, then they are willing to step in as a sponsor and step in to help fund and to help run an event like this that we're seeing here. Like as I mentioned before, the stage here is even better than what we had at EWC, to be honest. Like it's an amazing stage, a hype crowd as well, whereas the EWC crowd, because it's in Riyadh, there's very few StarCraft fans that actually travel and go there. And then you have all the paid fans from like Team Falcons that go there as well, that don't even know what's going on, that cheer for their players. Like there's a lot more passion and there's a lot more, I would even say, grassroots when it comes to this event, when it comes to the Chinese scene, when it comes to Rongi Cup. We bring this up all the time when it comes to the podcast. We always talk about how if you keep up with regular tournaments on a weekly basis, you know that out of all the regions, the Chinese region is the healthiest, more so than Europe, more so than Korea. There are just so many events that happen for the amateur scene, for the pro scene. There's amateur team leagues that are running on a regular basis as well. For those who don't know, the podcast is our regular podcast, our talk show on StarCraft, where we discuss all the results every week, and there's always like so many Chinese events that are going on. So yeah, I don't know, like I appreciated that they gave the limelight here to Oliveira, to IA as well, and to see the crowd, to see people with like old school like Oliveira banners, like the passion is there, baby. The passion is there. Much love, much love. Anyway, we have a series. Speaking on the series itself, it is going to be a ZVT. We have Oliveira versus Rogue. And coming into this, Oliveira is the underdog, 100%. Rogue is still an active player, right? This is a Legend show match, but Rogue is still very much so an active player. He still does compete on a regular basis. He himself did admit that he's not really as passionate or not as motivated to practice and to improve. I would agree with that, like based on his performances, based on his play. He's admitted that himself. Oliveira, he was like, hey, because of that, you know, maybe 50-50, that maybe I can take this. That's very ambitious. Even an out of shape Rogue is still looking like a beast. So we'll see how Oliveira performs. I want him to do well. I want him to have a good show and a good performance, but he has a Titan ahead of him, and especially because he's been gone for so long, right? It's been quite some time since Oliveira last competed, so it's great to have him here, great to have him back. I know there's a lot of Oliveira fans, a lot of Panan fans out there, myself included, of course, Yaku as well. Like, we're all quite fond of Oliveira, so great to see him here, great to see him back, and I'm hoping for a good performance. I'm hoping for a good show. Best of luck, back. Best of luck, as we're getting into our best of three show match. Bearing in mind, this is the show match before the finals. Hero and Rainer will be taking place after this best of three. Then all the tournaments will give the winners points towards qualifying for the World Championship. We'll see. We'll see how the tournament organizers kind of organize themselves. Like, I know that there's definitely a need for that. Whether they can, you know, best of luck. I'm referring to like Comeback TV, referring to like the online weeklies, for example. We'll see. I'll be honest, I've been a little bit out of the loop when it comes to those discussions, just because I just haven't been available. Like this January and this February, there's a reason why this is a replay cast instead of a live cast. Like there's just been a lot going on IRL, and I just haven't been able to cast as much as I would have liked to, and I've kept up in the scene as much as I would have liked to. But there are like definitely discussions happening behind the scenes about the future of StarCraft and what needs to be done and what has to be done. And again, we kind of spoke about this during the podcast, like 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, we'll see what happens. As I mentioned during the podcast, this year is probably the most important year for StarCraft when it comes to what the future of StarCraft is going to look like. When it comes to like how grassroots looks and how we can kind of organize ourselves and again what StarCraft looks like moving forward coming into 2027. So it's a crucial year. It's important, baby. It's important. When it comes to the supports, when it comes to the events, when it comes to retirements, who stays on, who doesn't, who continues to compete. Ooh, nice catch. Nice catch here by Rogue. Catching out the first Reaper. But yeah, it's on everyone to step up. Everyone to step up when it comes to supports and when it comes to organizing, all that good stuff. And SC Boy, they're doing their parts, 100%. Like, remember, they hosted the Rongi Cup last night as well. Like, Rongi Cup, Thunderfire, Kung Fu Cup, WTL. Like, the passion in the sport is 100% there from SC Boy. 100%. SC Boy being the Chinese community. The Chinese tournament organizers. But here we go. For the time being, though, it is going to be a standard opener in towards Speed Banshees. Okay. We have Speed Banshees out of Oliveira. That usually is indicative of mech, but we do have extra Raxes on the way. So it is going to be a Hellion Banshee into Bio. But with Speed Banshees instead of Cloak, this tells me that the Banshees have a lot more micro potential. That is true. They can dip in, they can find some more damage, they can be preserved and deal damage over time. But we'll see what he can get done here as the Hellions, they attempt to dive into the natural. They attempt to dive, but the Queens are keeping up. The Queens keep up, the Queens do zone away. I'm going to zone away as Oliveira is getting into zone at double eBay 1-1 upgrades. The Viking first did allow Oliveira to keep his build hidden, but what's he really hiding here? It looks like he might just be trying to fake out mech. As he's denying more vision, he gets another Overlord, not bad. Supply blocking Rogue. Supply block. Rogue behind this playing standard, going into double Evo chambers into the Bailey Nest. Rogue did go single Evo chamber first, telling us that he believed it was going to be a 2-on-1 variation. Alas, it is not. We'll have fast +1 carapace, but we'll have to kind of settle into the mid game. As we kind of mentioned, early +1 carapace typically is designed to deal with early stim timings, which isn't really happening. So Oliveira does move out with his Banshees. Their Speedy Boy is back. Making his way towards the third. Spores in position, Queens as well. So far just disrupting the economy, nothing major. Ooh, no Spore in the main! Yeah, no Spore here at the natural, I should say. Getting 1, 2, 3 drone kills, pushing further into the main base. Denying more mining. And so far, not bad. Nice damage. I want to say up to 5. 8. Ooh, 8 drone kills. Not bad at all. The Banshees, they get away. Getting up to 9. 9 drones go down. Can we get 10? He can. Oh, no. Almost. Casito. Almost 10 drones. But again, delays the net expansion. Does disrupt the economy. Nice start here for Oliveira. Very nice. And now he's building up into his, what looks to be 8 racks. Yeah, he's 8 racksing. He's building up into his 8 racks. There's no gases at the third base. I'll be honest, it has been a while since we've seen an 8 racks. When did we last see one? What, last year? DreamHack Dallas? Yeah. Like DreamHack Dallas of last year. Like 8 racks have fallen off quite hard. Oliveira does stim in. Stims in, gets one. Just the one queen. For those who are curious, what is an 8 racks? An 8 racks is a 3 base all in. 8 racks is 3 bases, no gases at the third base, and no second factory, and no fourth CC. So again, 3 base all in out of Oliveira. This is meant to kill. It's meant to kill, and if he fails to do so, then he will fall far behind. Oh, nice borrowed Bailings. We have borrowed Bailings on the right and on the top side. Oh, Ducklings! They get in! Hero! The wall is open. Lings, they flood into the natural. Production is getting called out. Massive Bailing connections to the third CC. 18, 19, 20 plus SCVs going down. Oliveira, he was already all in, and now it's all or nothing. He has to commit. He has to go further in. He's playing into Rogue's hands. We have 19 Bailings on the way. And Bailings are connecting. Yeah, they crash into the bio. A little bit messy when it comes to the engage itself. Oh, but there are so many Bailings. Yeah, so many Bailings. They crash on forward. They shut down the bio. There's 2 tanks remaining. There's 1 Hellbat, a handful of Marines. And in the end, Rogue, he should barely clean this up. It's close. Oh my god. It's still quite close. 44 SCVs going down across the map. Oliveira, he has no reinforcements. The tank will fall. Yeah, the tank goes down. Queens move in. Plenty of reinforcements. And Rogue, he holds. He holds, he defends, he shuts down the all-in. And Oliveira, he has nothing left. He has nothing left. And he's still making 10 Marines at a time, but he only has 27 SCVs. Only 27. So no economy, no sustainability. Oliveira, he cannot get into a longer game. And again, it was a nice start. Like Oliveira, the speed Banshees did well. Like it was a very, very nice start. Unfortunately, the Ling run by and the Baneling run by tore him apart, right? Like it just crippled the economy. Imagine this all in with actual reinforcements, with a rally across the map, with an economy. Oliveira potentially could have killed, but not like this, not anymore. As Rogue is setting up for the surround, collapsing the army, tank is on siege. Yeah, tank does on siege, brutal moment there. Banelings, they crash into the army, hot pick up there out of Oliveira, but GG gets called, there's nothing left, and Rogue takes game number 1. GG. Rogue takes the lead in the series, and again, Oliveira, he had a really nice setup, really nice follow-up as well for Oliveira to get all that economic damage, to build up into the 3-base all-in. Things were looking good for Oliveira until the Ling run by. The Ling run by and the Baneling run by as well. Unfortunately, Oliveira, he had a late reaction, late response, didn't have units in position at the 3rd base, and was torn apart. But it was torn apart. Is that an old F91 poster? From back when he competed? I'm pretty sure that's F91. That's crazy. Yeah. But GG. GG, well played with that. Rogue does take a lead in the series, and we'll see. We'll see if Oliveira can bring it back. I'm curious to see what kind of build he has ready for us this time. As again, A ranks are not standard, not anymore. They used to be the go-to a year or two ago. Over a year ago. No, yeah, a year ago at this point. There we go. Here we go. We're getting ready for that second game. Looks like game 2 is going to be on Celestial Enclave. Okay. A map that is often vetoed, to be honest. There's a reason why we have not seen this map at all in today's broadcast, actually. We haven't seen it today for the first time loading into Celestial. Bra. Spawning in the bottom-hand corner of Celestial Enclave, we have the South Korean Zerg player, the Blue Zerg for Team Falcons. It is Rogue. That Zerg logo on the floor, and spawning in the bottom right hand corner, sorry, bottom right, top right, we have the Chinese Terran player, we have the red Terran. It is Oliveira. It's been far too long, Babby, far too long. But here we go, here we go. We are going to be opening up. Welcome one and all to Celestial Enclave. Again, this is one of the most vetoed maps of the map pool. You do have a pocket expansion for you here. You do have a fresh pocket base. It is only half an expansion. Typically, you want to save it for a 4th or a 5th. So you want to take it later on down the line. You do not want to rush into it early on. You don't want to waste it early on. Yo, we got a cowboy in the crown? What's going on, Babby? Oh my god. Hi, hi, hi. We got the Zerg plushie. Let's go. The Carbo plushies. Got the cheerfuls in the chat as well. Whew, but let's go. Again, hatch gas will send the... I'm getting ahead of myself. Actually, gasless? Hey, gasless open out of Rogue. Okay, now if you remember, we actually brought this up during the Rainer series. We were theorizing like different builds and different openers that we could go for, and we did have a brief mention of a gasless opener. And we mentioned that Celestial Enclave is really the best map for that sort of play, which is why we saw it vetoed so often. But it makes it through the vetoes here. So we're opening up gasless. Now, you're curious, what is gasless? Well, as you can see, no gas, right? No gas is being taken. Delayed gas here from the Zerg player. What does this mean? This means late link speed. Late link speed, which is usually dangerous, right? It's scary to play the game without link speed, but because of the pocket expansion and because there's a ramp coming into the natural, it is very easy to just wall up. To just throw down some Evo chambers, get your queen in position, wall up, and if you can wall off there at that ramp, at the natural, you're safe on 3 bases, right? So you don't need link speed. You can cut corners, you can be greedy, and just drone up as hard as possible, and make as few links as possible as well. So this is a very greedy build, and again, this is something that's viable on maps like this. Think of maps like El Dorado, think of maps like Celestial Enclave, maps that were brought up previously in the chat, Radisson Station, or even Post Youth, right? These maps that do have a pocket natural or pocket third base do allow for cutting corners like this. Which is why they're often vetoed, right? In this matchup, I should say. Meanwhile, Oliveira is going for a 3rd CC before Starport, so economic build out of Oliveira. Now, because we're delaying gases so much, and because we should be skipping and we're already delaying link speed, often this leads into fast roaches. It leads into a roach heavy style, and from here it can lead into a roach all-in, or it could lead into ling, roach, into hive tech, into ultras. So Rogue, he has a couple of options with how he wants to play with roaches. There it is, there's that roach horn, no surprise, right? There's no surprise that a roach horn is going to be thrown down. But whether it's roaches into committed roach play or roaches into hive, yet to be confirmed. Assuming that he throws it down. Yep, there it is. There's that Warren. And again, he's skipping link speed, right? At this point, may as well. May as well just skip it. Again, cutting all those corners. Now, someone like Clem is very good at punishing this, winding it back. Because of the hybrid greed that Rogue is going for, he is vulnerable. Like, he is vulnerable to an all-in, he's vulnerable to a timing attack. Historically, Clem is amazing when it comes to punishing this, and he has done so when it comes to his matches against Cyril, for example, time and time again. Just because as the defending Zerg player, you have no link speed, you have no banelings, you have nothing really to defend early on. It can be really difficult to defend against all-ins. But the problem is that, remember, Oliveira went 3 CC. He went 3 CC. So Oliveira is playing economic, which means he will not be able to punish. So when it comes to the early game, when it comes to the builds, I do favor Rogue. Rogue is in a better position. Oliveira, he is researching Interference Matrix. It looks like that should be a fake out. He should cancel. Hopefully it doesn't finish. Oliveira. Oliveira, we got 10 seconds. Uh-oh. Was that meant to be Cloak? No, it's going to finish. 2, 1... No! Oh god. Okay. So he does let it finish. That is not ideal. It looks like that was a misclick. As in, not a misclick that he let it finish, but a misclick of what the upgrade was even researching. I believe that should have been either Cloak or Banshee Speed, Hyperflight Rotors. It was meant to be one or the other. Alas, bit of a fumble there, and Oliveira does research the wrong upgrade. So his Banshees are going to be weaker. Wasted resources. So rocky start here for Oliveira. Rocky start. As from here our players are building up. We have +1 range on the way, again settling into Roach Ravager. What I'm curious about, though, is does Rogue get +2 range? That's the big question. Because if he gets +2 range, then he's just going to double down on Roach Ravager. Otherwise, we should be seeing +1 melee after range. And switching from Roaches into Ling Bane into something greater here, in towards typically Ultras. But I see a Hydra Den. Okay. Rogue, he might be going Roach Ravager into Roach Hydra Lurker instead. Which means he might actually get +2 range. True. Meanwhile, Hellions, they go for the dive. They head for the mineral line. Drones are lining up. Uh-oh. Yeah, drones are lining up at the Queen drone position. Ooh, despite that, 9 drones go down. Very nice damage. Oliveira does get 9 drone kills. Banshees are coming from behind. These are vanilla Banshees, but they still find some damage. They get 2. 2 more drones, 11 in total. Now going for the Queen, catching transferring workers. Queen does get picked up. Gets another drone. This is getting out of hand. Remember, these are vanilla Banshees. They don't even have Cloak. They don't even have speed. They got nothing. They still find damage. Rogue, has he been too greedy? Again, Rogue has been doing nothing but droning. He will lose 15 drones. Este Rogue. $15 drones go down. Hydras are building up. There's the Hive. And again, in my mind, this should be Hive for Lurker Tech. Should be. As Roki never got link speed. Never got it. Stim is done. 1-1 as well. Oliveira, can he break the right-hand side? Yeah, Rogue is out of position. These roaches are going to go down. Reinforcements are trickling in. That's enough. Yeah, barely is enough. No, the tank! Get out of here. Barely is enough. Rogue does hold on. Invitation bid is complete. And I believe now we can start the hive if it's not done already. As Oliveira's going for a double drop. So 2 on the left, main army on the right. The Banshees are still popping up, Drew. Oh, there's Link speed. Yes, okay, so Hive is done. So Hive is done, we have a couple of Vipers on the way. Okay, some Spellcasters, nice drop here into the pocket, denying the base. Oh, no, the tanks, no! The tanks are unsieged. Ooh, tanks go down. Full medevac as well. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, Oliveira, he was just inattentive. He was inattentive, was not paying attention, he gets caught out. Not like this. Not like this. As Rogue is maxed. Rogue is now maxed out. There's that Lurker Den, but I'll be honest, he might not even need it. He might not even need those Lurkers. The question becomes, how many defensive tanks does Oliveira have? He already lost 2, is what I'm concerned about. He already lost 2 tanks, so if his tank count is too low, then Rogue could just break the 3rd, even without Lurkers. He's got 2 Vipers. The Vipers are gathering energy as we speak. Is there only 1 tank? No shot. Oh no. 2. There's 2 tanks. Yeah, Oliveira's moving out. I mean, Rogue should be engaging, by the way. Rogue is maxed. And he has a more inefficient composition, so Rogue, he should be looking to engage. Oliveira making his way across the map. Where's Rogue? Rogue is racing over. Here come the Blinding Clouds. Yeah, nice Blinding Clouds on the tanks. The Roach Hydra does start to step forward. But he needs more reinforcements here. As we land another Blinding Cloud, just barely. Tank goes down, and Rogue holds. Whew. Rogue, he does hold on against some clutch Blinding Clouds there out of Rogue. Oliveira, he plummets in supply, that's all he had. There's no Force CC. There's no Force Command Center. Oliveira, he doesn't really have much to really fall back on. He's going for Liberator Harass. Going for a triple drop on the left-hand side. Oliveira's doing what he can. But Rogue is already remaxed. he's already maxed out. Now these drops, they can keep Rogue busy. But yeah, he just keeps pushing. Yeah, Rogue is pushing further in. A little bit of a messy engage here by Rogue. But he does get on top of the tank. Yeah, breaks through the siege line. Pushing into the 3rd. At the same time, the double drop across the map to kill the hatchery. And Liberators, they will defend back at home. Oh, it does defend. So Oliveira, he's able to hold on just barely. And what is Rogue remaxing on? I know that he has his Hive, I know that he has a Lurker Den, but Hydra's okay. He's remaxing on Roach. He's still just on Roach Hydra. Still on Roach Hydra. Pushing into a choke point, but he does get on top of the tank. Ooh, messy fight here by Rogue. Okay. Messy fight. Rogue, we gotta get out of these roaches. He has too many. Like, these roaches, they're dead supply. Give us some Ling Hydra Lurker back. So that is the one saving grace for Oliveira. Oliveira is in a rough position, but Rogue is also staying on a mid-tier army. He's still stuck on a mid-tier composition. as Rogue is going to be collapsing in. Once again, nice blinding clouds covering both tanks. Yeah, both tanks are called out. The army does come in for a flank, started stepping forward. And again, this is still a messy fight for Rogue, but a better trade overall. As he breaks through the Liberators, breaks through the tanks. There's one tank left. Can he get it? He can. The final tank goes down. GG gets called, and Rogue, he will claim the series 2-0, winning the Legends show match. GG. GG, well played. Again, Rogue, he was coming in as the favorite player, of course. Oliveira taking a lot of time off from the game, but it was great to see Oliveira competing here, and he had some strong moments. The Banshee harass, both in Game 1 and in Game 2 were on point. And again, Game 1, he almost could, I feel like he could have taken as well. Unfortunately, though, just a little bit inattentive when it came to the defenses against the Ling run-by and the Bailing run-by as well. So again, some rough run-by, some rough counterattacks did cripple him in Game 1. Here in Game 2, we saw Rogue be hyper greedy. We were trying to emphasize just how greedy he was with the gasless opener, and this time Oliveira wasn't quite able to punish that greed. Not enough. We saw that Rogue was able to be the first to max out. Oliveira, he committed to his pushes, but he got shut down time and time again. GG. Whew, GG, well played. Congratulations here to Rogue. He will claim that series. He will be able to come out on top. And now we're getting ready for the interview. We're getting ready for the winners interview, and then we're going to be getting ready for the grand finals. Remember, it's going to be Hero versus Reigner in a best of 7. They're going to be getting ready here after this initial match. We'll get there. We will get there. Whew, hi. But again, congratulations to Rogan. Again, great to see Oliveira. As I mentioned before, like, it was great to see the crowd get behind him. IA also rock up as well. You can see the Legend Show matches which did take place. We had Innovation take down Sue. We had DRG take down MMA. We had SOS take down Scarlet. And Rogue take down Oliveira. These were the 4 Legend Show matches. Again, Innovation versus Sue and SOS versus Scarlet are already on our YouTube channel. MA, DRG, Rogue, and Oliveira, we just casted just now today. Take some time to get on YouTube, but is under the live tab. All there, all on our channel. You can check out those VODs if you wish. Can check them out. Whew, as Day 1 did have better audio. True. Day 1 did have better audio as we were live casting. But again, we're going to be getting some words from Rogue, and we might even get some words from Oliveira. True. They might still have an interview with him just because he's so close to the scene and the community, and they might just want to hear from Oliveira, despite the loss. We'll see. We shall see.
Rogue 选手啊，因为其实李培南选手已经退役很久了，你们两个很久没有在正式的赛场上面交手了，那也是想问一下，一直以来跟李培南之前打过那么多场比赛，奥利维拉这个选手给你留下最深刻的一个印象是什么呢？
지금 올리베이라 선수랑 이렇게 오랜만에 오프라인 대회에서 경기를 치르게 되었는데 그 올리베이라 선수가 현역 때도 많은 경기를 같이 하면서 지냈는데 그 올리베이라 선수가 어떤 선수인지 한마디로 평가해 주실 수 있을까요?
피지컬이 굉장히
Looks like we do have some. Yeah, we have some connection issues.
되게 공격적이라서 저는 이제 항상 수비를 해야 하는 입장이었던 것 같았어요.
首先李培南选手的操作是非常强的，而且是一个机动性很强的一个选手。而且所以跟他交手的时候呢，会经常做一些防御型的操作。
确实，今天几把比赛可以看到他发挥的非常出色。那我们这边也是想问一下李培南选手啊，第2把盾牌是旺升了吗？
确实是旺升了，就感觉确实好久没打了吧，很多细节都没做到位了。一个是第1把，其实那个隐形女妖早就应该过去了，去防那个幻家。然后第2把吧，就明显感觉运营不如之前了吧，确实好久没打了。
第1把其实女妖战术前期还是蛮成功的，0.09孙啊，但是后面就是幻家是个转折点，是吗？
对，其实我们练的时候知道他要幻家了，但是我那2个隐形女妖过去慢了，就结慢了吧。
就是我们感觉你的这个鼠标键盘是问 Zero 接的，然后战术跟地图是问的 Clam， 为什么不找你的好兄弟雷诺呢？
没想到我问的这2个兄弟都输了。不过也是挺开心的嘛，因为确实很久没有打比赛了，尤其是网易给了这么一个机会，一个在大舞台，挺开心的吧。对，因为我一会儿还要去解说决赛，所以我觉得气氛没有必要那么压抑，因为本身就是表演赛嘛。希望大家也好好欣赏后边的决赛吧。
是的，2位选手都给我们带来非常精彩的表演赛，我们再一次把掌声跟欢呼声给到 Rogue， 给到奥利维拉。好的，那我们这边的话也是有传奇选手的奖章要给到2位选手，来有请我们的工作人员为他们送上来。好的，那我们的李培南选手，你曾经拥有过蓝带子，现在你也拥有了一个黑带子了，来给大家展示一下吧。好的，非常感谢2位选手给我们带来精彩的表演赛，我们稍事休息一下，总决赛马上开始。
Yeah, and with that, shout out to Oliveira once again, and likewise to Rogue, as Rogue comes out on top, takes down Oliveira. Oliveira, of course, putting on a good show, and again, it's been so long since he has competed. Great to see him once again after a long hiatus, after a long retirement. Great to see him back, and hopefully not the last we see of Oliveira as well. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. As we are going to be coming to a break, we're going to be cutting to a short break here. When we come back, it's finals time. It's time for the grand finals. Hero versus Reynor. Hero, he took down Serral. He took down Solar as well. Hero's been knocking down nothing but Zerg players on his way to the finals. Meanwhile, Reynor's been taking down nothing but Terran. Reynor took down Maru and Clem. The top 2 Terran players in the world went down to Reynor. Meanwhile, how does he compare to a Protoss instead? Reynor, he said he was confident. He said it was confidence coming into the finals, and we'll see how he compares to Hero. Let's go. Let us go. We're going to be cutting to a break. When we come back, we'll have that best of 7. We'll have that finals. See you soon after the break. See you soon. Bye. See you soon.